Well, hello there, Libra, and happy birthday. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you are here. Today, we are going to be doing your Libra solar year tarot reading. So we'll take a look at what you can expect over the next 12 months. So we'll take each of the 4 quarters and see what the energies, any obstacles that you may have on your path, and advice that Spirit has for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, this one is wanting to pop out, so let's take this one. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Okay, a year of fearlessness. I love it. It's also the number 4, which is about building, building new businesses, building new situations, perhaps building a home, but also building new connections, whether they're romantic or deeper family or friend connections. There's just this sense of an energy of being fearless and bold and building whatever it is that you are wanting over this next 12 months. Wow. And that energy just popped out of there. So I really feel like it's almost kind of like a sign that nothing is going to hold you back. It's kind of like, that's it. I'm moving forward. So what do we have? Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. I feel like you've kind of had these energies lately in your readings, but this is kind of this energy of just really listening to your heart and going for it. It's nothing is holding you back. I'm going to say, Libra, there's almost a sense that for some of you, you have lost so much along the way, in relationships and business and finance, your situations, reading your comments, you have been through a lot. And I feel as if it's kind of coming into this energy of, you know what, I have nothing to lose. So it's kind of like, might as well go out there and just enjoy it, just bring on whatever it is that you are truly wanting for yourself. What a refreshing energy. Lovely. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a look at each of the next 4 quarters. So we'll take a look at the energies, any obstacles and advice that Spirit has for you, and whether it's in career, in love, or in new connections coming into your life or situations. These cards are really popping. And Libra, I also I do personal readings, and during the Libra season there is a special discount code for you. So if you're looking forward to giving yourself a little birthday gift, or suggesting something to a friend, the link is in the description box below, and so is the discount code. So I'd really be honored to do a special birthday message for you. I would love that opportunity. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Wow, big cards. Big cards. Okay, so let's take a look at what's on the bottom. Okay, there's something from the past that is still a little bit, as you begin this year, still a little bit kind of like, has you kind of like in this stuck energy, kind of trying to figure out what it is that you want. It's almost this sense of self-doubt as you begin the year, perhaps. I'm going to say, I feel like, sometimes around our birthday, we have this energy of kind of reviewing what we've done the year before, and what's worked out in our favor, and perhaps some disappointments. And I feel as if you're almost kind of like taking a look. It's almost like a little bit of a review, as the solar year is closing out, looking at a situation, okay, that, has kind of put you in this energy of doubting yourself, of doubting the direction that you want to go in. But it's almost as if you take a look at this and then you're kind of like, why do I care about that anymore? It's almost as if you're looking at this past situation, right? And then you're kind of like, wait a minute. it's almost like you disconnect from it and you're kind of like, I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I'm going forward in a much more bolder, passionate way, because look what's underneath here. My goodness, we have the Empress. It's kind of like, no, I'm determined to come back from this. I feel like this situation in the past really kind of has you doubting yourself, or had you doubting yourself, right? And now you're like determined, no, I am going to be the Phoenix rising. To me, the Empress energy is a little bit like the Phoenix rising from the ashes. King of Wands, stepping into your power. Oh, Libra, you are going forward very boldly. We also have intuition and manifestation along with present power. Stepping into your power once again to bring into fruition what it is that you want. I think a lot of you are moving. We have taking steps. It's kind of like, it's almost as if this energy of whatever has hurt you in the past, that put you into this energy of self-doubting yourself. It's kind of like, you know what? Not only am I letting that person or situation go, I am moving, literally moving, packing your bags, I'm moving away from it. It's kind of like the only way you can get away from it is to really distance yourself from it, whatever this situation is. Okay, so let's first take a look at the first quarter. So we're going to take a look at October, November, December. You start out with a little bit of this fragmented energy, trying to decide which way you want to go. I feel like you're coming into this energy right around your own birthday. Okay, so this may actually kind of, if you're a September Libra, you could actually kind of have this energy then, or around the new moon in Libra. So I feel as if you're kind of a little bit scattered, maybe around this equinox, not really sure where you want to put your energy. You could feel a little bit scattered, kind of like have a lot of irons and a lot of different fires, or a lot of options that you're looking at, but you're just kind of like not really sure. You're kind of like, oh, I don't know. Are any of these options for me? And then it's almost as if you get this sense of clarity. It's kind of like, my goodness, what am I doing? Why am I sitting here waiting for somebody to return, or mulling over a situation? Or, it's kind of like, no, I'm sitting here and I'm going to ask myself, what does my heart want? And that is where I'm going to make my decision, and then move forward very quickly with the Chariot. Now, with the Chariot card too, you could also be dealing with a Cancer, okay? This Cancer could be the person or situation, kind of that has caused you, this fragmented energy. So let's clarify. I tell you, these cards are really, it is so interesting how they are just really wanting to talk today. So let's see what we have. Yeah, the Judgment card. They really want it. You're making a judgment call. Stepping into this energy of I feel like for some of you, you could have felt, that you're just kind of like sitting around and waiting for good news. I feel like you have some good news coming in, whether it is, a job. I'm going to say a job. It could be a person from the past, with the equinox and the retrogrades, because almost all of October we are in retrogrades. It's almost this this energy of kind of judging, what is it in my life? What is my heart really wanting? Because I feel like you've been so fragmented. It's almost as if you're kind of giving yourself this talk, right? Kind of like looking yourself in the mirror and saying, Libra, okay, that's enough. You've been toying with all of these different decisions and waiting on people and waiting on situations. What do you want? Just go for it, right? I feel like you're getting this clarity, somehow finding clarity about how to move forward. And you have the Strength card, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Something coming in, because you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, something new coming in. You could have been waiting for this for a long time. This could be an offer of some sort that you, in the past, would not have taken, okay? Because you would have been afraid. I feel like you've been kind of waiting to see how another situation pans out in your life, right? And it's kind of like, this is not panning out. It's causing you a lot of self-doubt. This new offer comes in and you're kind of like, wait a minute, why am I waiting? I've got to go chase my life, you know? I've got to go chase what my heart really wants. If this person or this situation wants back in my life, they better decide, and they better decide quick, because it's almost like you're really getting riled up here. Libra, you're getting riled up. You're just really starting your solar year off with this energy of, yeah, once again, I have to go build the life that I want. I'm no longer waiting for other people to decide what they want, or if they want to be with me or want to build with me. It's kind of like, that's okay. I don't need that. It's almost as if other people around you are also being wishy-washy, and you're kind of like, I'm tired of being wishy-washy. I'm tired of waiting. Really a strong sense of no longer waiting. So let's pull a universe card for you for that first quarter. Wow. I think your biggest obstacle here is, getting out of your own head and getting back into your heart about what it is that you want. So we have, your great wave awaits. It's like this great wave of excitement, fearlessness, what else? Boldness, getting into your heart. It's kind of like, water, the waves also represent our emotions. It's getting behind your emotions, understanding your emotions, and allowing your emotions, your heart, to drive what it is that you want in your life. Really lovely energy. Okay, so let's see what the beginning of 2023 has for you. So this is January through March. Wow, you have a very big transformation coming in. There's this sense of, with the divine feminine here, the yin and energy, allowing new things to come in to help you with this transformation. It's kind of like you're getting in this first quarter, you're getting, a lot of pentacles, a lot of offers coming your way, whether they're in business or your career path or your soul's purpose. They're coming in to help you to find this fulfillment that you may feel like you're lacking right now, right? Having the strength and the courage to recognize, okay, some of the things that are in my life, they're not bringing me fulfillment. And now I'm ready to go out there and find some things or some people, some relationships, some situations that are going to bring me this fulfillment. But part of this is understanding that you can't just take action. Like, I think this first quarter, you're taking a lot of action, right? You could be cleaning out your closets, cleaning out your life, literally moving to a new location, okay? But then it's kind of like, okay, I cleared out a lot, but now I have to allow new people and new situations to come in. And that is what all of these pentacles are, options, opportunities coming your way. The thing that you have to keep in mind is which of these opportunities are on your spiritual path, because in January through March, you're really taking a look at what you're allowing into your life based on what is your spiritual purpose or your spiritual path. Understanding that when you are allowing things into your life that are in alignment with who you are or who you want to become, they are going to be fulfilling. They are going to bring you love and joy as well as abundance. So let's take a look at this a little bit more closely, because I feel like your biggest obstacle here is allowing yourself. I feel like you go from 0 to 60 in the first quarter, and then it's kind of like, well, wait a minute. You have to stop and allow new things to come towards you. You have to raise your vibration to a higher level and then wait for some new things to come in. I feel like your biggest obstacle is, I feel like the second quarter is a little bit of a void, which could scare you a little bit, Libra, because you're kind of like, well, I got rid of all this stuff. Now where's the new stuff, right? Because you're kind of like fearless and bold, but you don't. I think part of your path here is allowing yourself to wait for those things that are really and truly meant to be with you. Okay, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Swords. I'm like gumstruck. I think that's, I feel like you're hearing, I mean, you've had this energy a little bit, but I feel like you're hearing from and perhaps taking action on a true soul commitment. We have the Hierophant. I think for some of you, you are coming into a connection in the second quarter. The thing is, this is January through March. Here's the thing with this. Okay, this is part of your transformation. This could be a twin flame. This could be somebody from the past that you've already had a connection with. Okay, that you are kind of coming back into their energy. That was in your equinox tarot. Okay, that you had somebody coming back from the past. You've had this energy a little bit. What I think part of this is that you go out to find new things in your life, right? To follow your heart, to go in this direction. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of like you're stopped almost in your tracks because of this connection. It's almost as if either this person is coming back, okay, or you are reaching out to this person, or it's kind of like you meet this person. This could be a new person, but look at all of that energy. It's almost like tingling because you have the transformation, okay? Something that died that could be having a new ending, a new beginning. You also have the Hierophant, long-term committed relationship, spiritual relationship with the Emperor and the Empress. This is a relationship. It could even be a business relationship, but whatever this is, it's destined. It is meant to be on your path. This is a connection that is, very much at the heart of who you are and what you want to be. It's about taking action on this and having communication with this person. I had these and I put them to the side because I was like, well, if love doesn't come in, we're not going to go on that direction. But let's pull some soulmate cards and romance angels for this connection. I mean, this is powerful. This is not just a normal connection. This is a very powerful connection. Awakening and forgive, journal, cycles. I do feel like this is somebody that you have had a connection with, or you could be in a connection with this person at this time. There's almost a sense with this forgiving. I feel like in the past, you may have felt like you had to settle for something else, or when you were with this person in the past, you were settling, or maybe they felt like that they were settling. It's almost this sense of coming into true appreciation for this connection, whereas in the past, you may have thought, no, this is okay, this is good, or whatever. Even if you're with this person right now, it's kind of like you may be in an energy of, well, I'm kind of settling. Well, you're awakening. And I feel like there's a little bit of they are awakening too. The two of you are awakening. It's a sense of having to see this connection for a much bigger thing. I feel like, once again, there could be a twin flame energy here, awakening each other's inner child, trauma and wounds. in order to do the healing, the deep healing that is needed. And, the yin energy is very much a sense of healing, of that this situation may have had to, come to an end in order for that healing to begin. And now it's kind of like reawakening, okay, the energies within this connection to a much different level than they were ever before. It's almost as if it's a brand new connection in in a spiritual sense. The book Soul Contracts by Caroline Myss, she really talks a lot about soul contracts. And I feel as if, in a way, that this is a true soul contract that you had in your life, and that you have had in your life. I think even if it's not romantic, it is a connection that cannot not be, trivialized. Let's put it that way. It really can't. It's a very deep connection. And it's almost as if when you step into this connection again, you kind of understand the whole journey. What has transpired between the two of you. And I know in the comments, you're going to be like, nope, But I think whatever has transpired between the two of you, it's a reawakening to a much higher level of understanding what is going on in this connection. Now, if the other person, has not gone on their spiritual path and done the healing, there is no way that this truly can come back together, right? You're going to know that. So let's see what we have here. Heart-to-heart conversation, wedding, pay attention to the red flags, and love yourself first. I feel like that is what this person did. They helped you to awaken to your self-worth. I think in the past, this situation was very, I want to say very painful. But it's also kind of like an awakening of your inner child and of your traumatic wounds that are there. You may have had to go and do a lot of healing around abandonment issues, rejection issues. It's you building healthy boundaries, right? So I feel like you've done that. And there's a good indication that the other person has too. You will know. That is where this pay attention to the red flags. If this person comes back and it's they or the connection seems to be going back to what it was, then this connection is not yet ready to come back into reunion. However, if you start having the conversations, okay, that perhaps you weren't able to have in the past, then it's kind of like, oh my goodness, okay, perhaps this is truly coming back into union. Because I feel like if it doesn't come back into union now, okay, that there is perhaps a time down the path, or perhaps in a future lifetime, that the two of you will come back together, because this is something that is truly on your path. It's destined. It's about looking at this situation for what it is, and understanding, once again, that book Soul Contracts, it really it will help to enlighten. Okay, if you have not read it, it will help you to enlighten to what a connection like this really plays on your soul's journey. Wow. Pivotal moment here. Pivotal moment. Okay, so let's take a look. I am going to pull. Let's pull a universe card, cosmic journey card for this second quarter. So that's, right after the first of the year that this could all take place. Enter one step forward, one step onward. Yeah, I feel like you're understanding this has to go slow. It cannot return to what it was before. I don't think you want it to be what it was before, Libra, right? It's kind of like it's a new journey, okay? But I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm keeping my eyes open for the red flags, right? But I'm not focusing on the red flags or trying to find red flags. I'm focusing on heart-to-heart conversations of the connection between the two of us and perhaps a reunion. Wow. Really intense because, you know, this kind of lines up with your equinox reading. And I remember when I did your equinox reading, I was kind of like, well, it'll be kind of interesting to see if this shows up in your solar year. And here it is. I mean, it's really kind of very much intense energy there. So let's see what April, May, and June have for you. You have new beginnings, okay? And then we have orphaned and 10 of cups. Okay, so I feel like April, May, and June, there's a little bit of you may be on a new journey, perhaps reuniting with this person or perhaps going on your own, okay? So, but there's this energy of kind of going back and reevaluating the orphaned energy. What, you know, part of those heart-to-heart conversations are going back to understanding, you know, what got us into this orphaned energy. I think both of you are feeling this orphaned energy, feeling rejected by the other, feeling abandoned by the other. And it's kind of like this energy of what got us there and what can get us here. Now, if you're not reuniting with this person, I feel like you're still doing that review. It's almost like the third quarter is a review. How did we get there? You know, and even if you're not with that person, okay, it's kind of like, okay, what was that journey? It's kind of like taking a look at that journey. And they came out like this. So I feel like in the beginning, you could be having a lot of conversations about this energy, feeling abandoned and rejected, orphaned, and then coming into this energy of, well, how can we build the 10 of cups, right? How can we build a fulfilling, happy connection? Because remember, you have the number 4 here, being bold and fearless, you know, not fearing that what may happen in this connection, instead embracing it with boldness, understanding, okay, maybe we do have a new beginning. What would this new beginning look like? What do we have to change? What boundaries do we need to put into place? You know, I feel like, you know, because the 8 of Wands is here, I feel like you realize you did not have good communication with each other in the past. And that could have been what was the demise of the relationship, okay? Is the lack of communication. Oh my gosh. Knight of Swords on the bottom. Yeah. I feel like you're taking a look at what caused the pain. And I honestly feel like you're doing it on a spiritual level. It's almost as if you're not looking at it in the 3D. Well, you did this and then you did that, right? It's not like that. It's kind of like opening yourself up to this much higher awareness of soul contracts, of the lessons that you are learning through this connection, and where this can possibly take you in the next part of your soul evolution. Because you're choosing, okay? You're choosing the path. I think the two of you are sitting down and you're really choosing the path that you want to take. It's almost as if, you know, you understand the soul contract that the two of you have. And it's like you sit down and you plan out the next part of your journey. You're kind of like, okay, which direction are we taking this in? Are we going to have more pain, or are we going to try to see, can we move through to the 10 of cups? You know, the biggest soul evolution and progress that we make is through healing connections that are painful, right? So it's, yeah, I mean, I feel like you're kind of like, okay, we have to choose. And it's this energy of how do we do that? We have to express our emotions. I feel like you're understanding. This is a voyage of the heart. right? We have to get on top of the pain. We have to understand where the pain came from. We have to get on top of our emotions. We have to be able to express our emotions without anger, without resentment, right? Being able to express them and giving each other a safe space to express them. It's also about stepping into our intuition, of understanding that when we hide from each other our true emotions, right, that we are breaking down the connection, whether we realize it or not, right? When we're holding back how we feel, and not allowing somebody truly into our sacred space and being vulnerable and emotionally intimate with each other, then there's no way that this connection can go to such a high level. I mean, this is the highest level there is in the tarot. I mean, honestly, I mean, you have a high priestess. You could have the high priestess and the Hierophant, you know? That would be an even higher level, more awakened level. And then you have the Lovers. Gemini energy, but it's really about this voyage of the heart, choosing. Okay, going within and asking yourself, what is it that my heart truly wants? I feel like you're fighting with your head. You could be fighting with people that are in your life that are saying, Libra, why are you going back? Why are you even thinking about it? And you're kind of like, I know I can't explain it. I can't explain it. And the reason you can't explain it is because you understand what a true soul connection this is. Other people, okay, that are not on a spiritual path or have not yet been awakened, they may not understand why you're going back. And I feel like if you go back, part of it is because you are choosing to take the path, okay? Whether you realize it or not, you're choosing to take the path that may be, I don't know, in a way, kind of like unreasonable, all right? But it's definitely fearless and bold. You're going forth because you're kind of like, you know, I want to see. It's almost like I want to see how much soul evolution I can have. If I have you know, if together we can heal this connection. Because when we heal a connection like this, it sends out so much healing to the rest of the collective. And I feel as if it's almost as if this is one of those really spiritual moments where you're kind of saying, okay, I'm choosing the road that is maybe not what a lot of people think I should do, but this is a journey I am willing to take. And not being too concerned where this may lead, because it's kind of like, through this process, I feel like I can learn a lot more about myself. Really interesting. So let's see what July through September is. Yeah, you have the Sacred Temple, come to the edge, the Fool card, and then you have the Seven of Cups. You know, honestly, I feel like a lot of you, you know, come to the edge to me is even a little bit bolder than the Fool card. The Fool card is very naive, you know, stepping onto that path and just being like, oh, who cares, you know, very much of a, you know, naive type of energy. Come to the edge, okay, to me is a little bit more of an energy of understanding kind of what you're getting into, but still willing to take the risk. Because in the risk, there is something much bigger for you to gain. And so I feel like, once again, it's truly on your spiritual path. It gives me goosebumps, to be honest, because I feel as if you're going to become a leader, you know, a shining star, perhaps even, you know, somebody that other people look up to. But it's not just you. I think it's you and the other person coming back together. And some people may consider you foolish, but at the same time, I think that they see the reverence that you have in this connection. I feel a little bit like you're kind of defending this connection. It's almost as if by bringing this connection together, you're stepping into a path of helping other people, perhaps other twin flames, to also reconnect in a very, very spiritual way. Wow. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah. Out of the sadness, right? Out of our pain comes our purpose. Out of all the chaos and the holding back, having the strength and the courage to move forward towards your Nine of Cups, towards fulfillment. I really do feel like you are having to defend yourself in this, but you're having the patience and I don't think it's really the patience with this connection. I think it's the patience with the people around you that may be taking a look at this and saying, what are you doing? Yeah, really interesting energy. It's almost an energy of stepping into, it's almost, I'm going to say, it's almost kind of like the energy that probably some of the first astronauts had to kind of like defend what they were doing to perhaps family members or friends, right? That were kind of like, do you know how risky this is? What are you doing, right? And like, I don't know, Neil Armstrong, maybe having some of those discussions with, family members or friends that were just like, Neil, what are you doing? You're going up in a tin can. You're going to land on the moon. You think it's going to come back? We care about you. We love you. What are you doing? And, for him, it was, I'm fearless. I'm bold. I'm going to go on this adventure because it's close to my heart, right? There's something here. I mean, think about it. If the first astronauts had never had the courage to do what they did, right? There's a little bit of, would we ever know what we know about our galaxy or the universe, right? I mean, they discover new things all the time, but it's having the courage. Somebody has the courage to go in a new direction. I feel like you're having a new courage to go in this direction, but then I feel like it also becomes a little bit of how you help other people to heal. It's almost like it becomes a little bit of your career path. Really interesting. Maybe stepping into the energy of counseling other people about reuniting. I feel like for some societies, we have kind of gotten into an energy of disposable, if you will, relationships, right? And it's an energy of, wait a minute, we garner a lot when if a connection is not meant for you, I'm not saying you stay there. If it's abusive or toxic, no, walk away, right? But sometimes, there is also the energy of, well, if we had just spent more time having these heart-to-heart conversations, right? Exploring our feelings, being more vulnerable, being more emotionally intimate, could this have lasted? And I think that's what you're reviewing. Is there some work that we could do to see if this connection can last? Divine Dragon. I mean, oh my goodness, Libra. It's just unbelievable. Out of this mess comes elegant order. I mean, oh my gosh. It gives me goosebumps because it really is. It's almost as if you are pioneers in the world of love. With this fearless and bold, it's almost like you are pioneers in the world of love. Pioneers in a new way, though. All right, what can I do to make a difference? I do feel like this connection is something that can make a difference. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Oh my goodness, didn't I just say that, right? It's kind of like, yes, you're looking at the pain that was in the situation. If you're not reconnecting with this person, I think you're understanding this connection is a very spiritual connection. Even if you go by yourself, okay, to explore your feelings, okay, to do the healing out of this situation, it's really interesting because I think you're finding your purpose out of the pain that this relationship did bring you. Wow. Okay, Libra, what a year. I am so excited for you. I really am. I would love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. Once again, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. There's a special discount for you, Libra, during Libra season. So you can get 20% off any personal tarot reading. I would really be honored to do a reading for you. Special birthday gift for you, Libra. And I hope you have a very happy birthday and a wonderful year ahead. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.